Good evening, everybody. And look who I've got back. This guy is harder. I tell you what, it's easier to get Cristiano Ronaldo on here than to get
Oh
this
my
guy on.
God.
So I'm honoured to be back on tonight after a long, it seems a long time ago. But welcome back, Glenn.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Glenn. How are you?
I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine, but the honor is all mine, Claude, please. And it's only been like a week and a half, and I missed one text you sent me, and now you think I'm this dickhead. I'm sorry.
No. It's just that you're a very hard man to get hold of. It's hard. It was easier to get hold of Cristiano Ronaldo than you at the moment.
All right,
but
all
anyway,
right. Well,
it's good to have you on.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on. Can I just say one quick thing in my defense? This fucking lockdown with the family, you know, I'm always doing something. It's like being locked in a cage with chimpanzees throwing shit at you all the time. That's what, you know.
Isn't it about time you started wearing the trousers in your house? Start wearing those trousers and put your foot down and say, I'm in charge.
I'm in charge. You people are not eating. I'm not shopping for you. Sorry, Michelle. I'm not getting your womanly products when I go to the store. I can't say that. I got to do what I got to do. Okay. You know, I'm the guy that goes out during this virus. I'm just so glad.
Anyway, opening up tonight, Kelly, I want to get out the sad news has come through. Let me see where it is. And it's 1 minute, Ken. I'll get this up in a minute. 1 minute.
Sure.
Hold on. And the sad news tonight has come through. If I can get it up. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see it, Claude.
England and Arsenal, one of my favourite ever players, best left back for me that's ever played for the football club, suffered a serious injury tonight in an alleged drunken row as family maintained vigil by his bedside following years of battle with alcohol problems, which we all know about. And at the moment, he's lying in intensive care in the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital, and his family are keeping a bedside vigil. Very sad. I'm praying. We're praying for you, Kenny, tonight. I know all Arsenal fans are praying for you to get through this and hopefully get back. And this is sad. This is not a good thing to start the evening off with. Just come through to me now, and I'm devastated. But we are praying for you, and everyone is praying. Every Arsenal fan is praying for you tonight, I'm sure. How do you feel about this, Glenn?
I'm torn up, Claude. First of all, when I was growing up, one of my relatives had an alcohol problem, and it's a really tough thing to do. I just hope for the best. I hope these initial reports are wrong and that he has a fighting chance. It's just terrible, absolutely terrible.
It's not.
And I hope whatever accident. I hope one other thing. I hope whatever accident happened, it wasn't alcohol related, because that would make it even tougher. So yeah, he'll be in my prayers tonight.
Yeah, and I think everyone in the chat box is saying it well. A lot of people. Well, by the way, hello to everyone in the chat box.
Did this story just recently break? Because just before we came on,
I just got this story through just now. I just got this story through now. I've been busy tonight. I've been watching a quiz on the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Right.
Yeah, I hear he has really tough quizzes on that show.
And I wanted to smash the screen up because some of them questions were ridiculous. I mean, anyway. But it was a tough one. I wasn't involved, but I was on the side doing my own thing and pushing my own thing. But it was a tough quiz, and of course, all judges was using Google as usual.
Oh,
yeah,
I was just before we. Just
So
before we came on, I was reading the story about Torreira's agent running his mouth, so I didn't see the Samson story, and I didn't know about the Mr. Arsenal thing either.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But we all wish Kenny well. Loved him as a footballer. Best left back that's ever played for my football club. Great player for England. Kenny, we're praying for you tonight, man. I'm upset with this actually, and anyway, we'll move on. But it's very difficult to move on, but we will move on, and let's hope everything is okay. Also, I would like your views on this. Has come through tonight as well, Glenn, and it's Torreira would love to return. Hold on 1 minute. Let me have a look. Let me get this through to you first. 1 minute.
I read it.
Let me get this.
Show it to the audience. I've seen it.
Well, let me get this on the screen anyway for the audio. And it's Lucas Torreira. I don't know if you can see that. He's now would love to return. Fresh speculation surrounding the Arsenal's midfield's future. But however, fell out with. We know he fell out with Emery, and he's since come back from that. But apparently, according to his agent, he's not happy with the terms that he's been offered. It says Lucas has been in a bad mood, some technical differences that he received, and this injury happened, fortunately, less serious than expected. I don't know what's something to do with his injury, and he's not happy. I don't know. This doesn't seem right to me, though, because this is about an injury that happened quite a while ago as well. I mean, I don't know whether this is all being mixed up.
No. He had the injury, but then this whole virus thing happened, and he's fine. He's good to go once the Premier League comes back next month. And as far as
I don't know what the technical difficulties are with the man, but it's not. I don't know about you, Glenn. He's not a player that I would like to see go quite easy. But if we do get a good play for him, I mean, we do need that sort of team next season. So I don't know what you feel about Torreira.
I love Torreira. I am not going to believe that he's not happy here until I hear it out of his mouth himself. His agent could be using this as a negotiating ploy, which would make his agent a total dickhead. But until I hear LT say that, he doesn't want to be here, or he doesn't, if you don't love the team, then get the fuck out. I don't care what your name is. But LT has not said anything to make me feel, that he wants to go to Italy. I know that's what his agent is hinting at, but that could be a negotiating ploy, because think about it, Claude. What has everybody been talking about the last few weeks? All right. Partey, right? Oh yeah. We need midfielders. We need, how would Torreira feel about like that? He wants football's coming back next month. He's going to want to play. So I think this is a lot of, until I hear LT say it himself, I don't give a shit. And let me give you a perfect example of how you have to dissect what the media says. I saw a story a day or two ago. Ceballos, Arsenal is not going to renew his loan deal. I'm like, what? He's one of my fucking favorite players. I'm like, that cannot be true. Let me check it out. Okay. So it was the Daily Mail linking a Spanish story. Okay. I don't speak Spanish, so I had to translate the damn thing. That story that said Arsenal is not going to renew his loan deal was completely made up. Nothing from the player, nothing from the agent, nothing from Arsenal. So I knew right away, okay, fuck it. And then when I heard this Torreira story, I checked into it. Yes, his agent said some stupid shit, but I'm not going to believe it until LT says he doesn't want to be here. We get all worked up about these things because there's no football. And you made me give a 2-minute answer. I hate giving 2-minute answers.
Yeah, no, I don't get excited. Don't worry. Don't get too upset about it. I mean, I'm sure we'll get a good replacement if he does go.
Yes, I understand that, but I'm not going to get all worked up that one of my favorite players, Torreira, wants to play in Italy. You know, maybe down the road, maybe he does want to play now. Then get the fuck out. But I'm not going to go by what some slimy agent says. I'm not.
What is your feelings? Hold on. I know. Do you think it? Oh no. I think we do need that whole that type of player in the midfield. I think he'd probably be more squad player anyway for us next season. But what do you feel about Torreira? Do you think he's the right answer for us in that position anyway? Or do you think we need someone a bit more stronger?
All right, let's assume Ceballos is staying. Okay, who's going to be next to him? Who's going to be next to him?
Well, he wants to go back to Madrid, Glenn.
I didn't hear. All right. I don't want to go back and forth with you on this because this is all speculation. I didn't hear him say. I didn't hear him say that, Claude. So I don't want to argue about this because I hate arguing about speculation. What was your question? I totally fucking forgot.
Do you feel Torreira is the right answer if he does stay? That's what I'm saying. In our midfield.
I think until fucking Good Evening fucked with him, making him go forward all the time. He was great. He was fucking Superman. He was Superman. I'd like to see more of him. I hope Arteta starts him over Xhaka, you know, when football comes back.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, I want someone like Thomas Partey, and I think maybe alongside Torreira would be
that would be sweet.
That would be a great addition to our squad. I'm thinking about tomorrow, as you all know, football is back. Glenn, football is back in Germany.
I'm very excited about it, and I think it's gonna. I think
it's game, of course. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, I think it's going to ease a lot of minds in the UK and around the world. They're a little worried about, is the Premier League coming back too soon in June? And because, you know, empty stadiums, it kind of sucks to think about that. But I watched a couple of Bundesliga games just before the virus was full blown with empty stadiums. And it wasn't bad. And as a matter of fact, it was a different experience. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. Very much so. Dortmund has always been like my team. When there's no Premier League games on, Dortmund's on. Okay, I'll watch that. You know,
and of course, Claude and the Bouncers will be covering that from 2:00 onwards.
What do you mean?
On Hot Mic, we'll be covering the game tomorrow. We'll be doing commentary on it. On a watch along. So if you want to join us,
is it going to be on?
Don't know if will you be actually watching the game, Glenn?
Are you kidding me? Does a bear shit in the woods? I'm dying for some good football to watch. You know, I am dying for it. First of all, you guys are doing a watch along. What game
will you get permission to watch it? Will you get permission?
I will demand that dude.
You might have to go shopping instead.
I will demand that my wife gives me her permission to watch football tomorrow. Of course I'm going to watch it. She's not that awful. She's not going to stop me. You know, so, yeah, she knows how much it means to me. She knows how much I've suffered. Yes, I admit it. She's cracking the whip. I get it. It's just the situation I'm in, dude. What do you want me to say? I told you. You think I'm kidding? If we had that Star Trek transporter,
I do love that bit when you said about the minimal contact. If you wanted minimal contact,
in the video I made for AFTV, yeah, where Burger King did a commercial saying, "Come get some burgers, minimal contact." And I'm like, if I want minimal contact, I'll sleep with my wife. That was the joke. But you made me forget my point again. Oh, which game? You guys are just going to do a watch along for what game tomorrow?
The Dortmund Schalke game.
Nice.
Yeah,
is it going to be on YouTube? I heard you say hot something.
We're on Hot Mic. You can watch the game while you're watching the game on your channel. Just tune into our commentary instead. You know.
Oh, so it'll be like I have an invisible Claude in my room as I'm watching the game. What the fuck? What is this?
It'll probably be more Terry because he's more into the German game. But listen, it should hopefully, and I hope there are no technical problems with the internet tomorrow, that we will be doing that tomorrow afternoon. Talking about that, we have Troy Deeney. This is Troy Deeney on project Premier League project. Hold on, I'll get it up in a minute for you. 1 minute. Hold on. Let's get this up. We have projects restart. Troy Deeney and Grant Hanley raised concerns. Says he's going to put his family. He's not going to put his family at risk, and with concerns he's about the Premier League's plans to restart the season. The striker said he would not play if he felt he was putting his family's health was in jeopardy. His concerns were also echoed by Norwich captain Grant Hanley, who said he would be worried about returning home to his pregnant partner. Both players are involved now with Premier League this week. Now, this is a big problem, Glenn. The players now. How many of these players?
All right.
That's a major player in the Premier League. Come out with that. How many more of these players are going to come out in the next few weeks?
Well,
you know what? And you know what, Glenn? I have a lot of sympathy on this because we are not really told the truth about the virus. No one knows the real truth.
All right. Well, Claude, get that thing off the screen and make us back on the screen, because I prepared myself in case this came up, and I need that thing off the screen. Get it off of there. All right. First of all, Troy Deeney is not well informed. I'm going to inform you, Claude. Excuse me here. All right. The coronavirus. The data is in on the coronavirus. This is a Stanford University study. If infected with corona, the fatality rate is 0.01 to 0.02%, far lower than is reported by the World Health Organization. So if you get corona, you got a 0.01 or 0.02% chance of dying. 18. Wait, no. Let me finish. 18 to 45 years old. 0.001% fatalities. 17 and younger, even lower. 75 years old plus, 80 times that rate of fatality. 95% of virus fatalities are people over 50 years old with underlying illnesses, meaning a heart condition or something like that. So Troy Deeney is not informed with the statistics of corona. Those are actual statistics in a study done by Stanford University, and I'm sick of hearing these things about, oh, what if a player drops dead in the middle of a game? That's not going to happen. You're getting me all wound up here, Claude. Getting me all wound up. Why are you looking at me like that? I know that was a lot of stats.
No. Glenn. Where did you get that report from?
It's a Stanford University study. The data is in on corona, okay? If you're infected, the fatality rate is 0.01 to 0.02%, which is far lower than reported by the World Health Organization. I mean, so there's a lot of hysteria going on right now, but the people we need to protect are the elderly and people over 50 with underlying health conditions. That is what we need to do. Troy Deeney is so uninformed, and I don't blame him. His heart's in the right place, worrying about his family, but he's uninformed, and I'm sure somebody from Watford's going to say, come here, listen, bud, and show him the stats. Because
I get where you're coming from, but there are reports of babies dying with this disease, with this corona thing. So I don't know whether, and there are reports I've seen even your mate football with the Brownies. He said he had it as well. I mean, football with Brownies. He said he had it for a while as well. So it can't, and he's not fit. He's not over 50. He's younger than. I think he's around 40. So I don't know. I'm one of these people. I don't trust anyone with these reports. I don't trust politicians.
No,
I don't trust
a
trust
study.
what they're telling me. So, but the worrying thing is, we don't know, do we? We don't know the truth, the real truth. I've missed the Zane has come in with. Sorry, Zane, he's coming with super chat. Sorry, Dan, saying I missed it. Claude, Glenn is right. For the UK, 25% population has had the virus. 17 million death toll. 33,000 death rate is 0.2%. We must get back to work. If the country collapses, there'll be no more NHS. Well, yeah, and cheers, Jen, for that. I can't get that on the screen, but anyway, that's Zane.
Claude, that's not what I told you, Claude. Listen, I hate being serious. I like just joking around with you, but I got to be serious. That was a Stanford University research study. Okay, it wasn't a politician. It wasn't Donald Trump. It wasn't who's that guy running your place, Boris or whatever. It was a study by scientists. There are quite a few Gooners in New York. Yes.
Yeah, another chat from Glenn. Are there a lot? Yeah, there are in America. Yeah.
They're really passionate. Every once in a while, I'll go into Manhattan. You know, there's 2 Arsenal bars / pub, and it's always fun. And you could ask Troops that when he was there for that Manchester City awful 3-0 loss. It was like you couldn't move. There were so many people there, and the screaming.
There's another chat here there. If players don't want to play, it's fine. They shouldn't be paid. We could just do the vaccine comes. It might not come. Yeah,
vaccines have to be tested. So, a vaccine's not going to come yet, but the statistics are right there for all to see as far as people slowly getting back to work and stuff. The people most at risk are 50 years and older with an underlying risk, underlying condition. Like I have a little bit of a heart thing, okay? So if I got corona, I'd be like, hey, see you later, guys. No big funeral. Just get 2 of my best friends to come up and try and bring me back to life. That's it. But everybody has to just calm down and look at the facts and the numbers.
Yeah, that's the one he was saying. I didn't read it properly. He gets it right. Death toll is 33. Death rate is 0. No, you pointed that out, didn't you, as well? On your
yes.
thing. You pointed out that this death rate is 0.90%.
95% of the people that die are over 50 with an underlying illness. And he's right, because that is part of the study. 0.01 to 0.02% of people that get it. Do you remember SARS a few years ago, Claude? It was a few years ago, SARS, SARS.
Yeah.
And you had a 4% chance of dying with that.
We never got that panic then, did we?
No, we didn't. And, just to put things into a little bit of perspective, in 2010, 2 million people died of pneumonia in 2010. That's a lot of people. You know what I mean? We got to put things into perspective. If you get corona, odds are you're going to be okay. I'm not saying take your mask off and go spitting on everybody. I'm just saying that, I've heard arguments. I've been on shows, Claude, where the host said to me, what if a player dies right in the middle of the game? Then what? It's
Jib says, Mr. DT said Deanie has had a newborn a couple of months and is worried of nothing wrong. I've said that before and I will say it again. Football should only come back when it's safe to do so.
But it is, Chibs. It's safe.
Yeah,
so as long
I know DT's against us coming back, but he's very worried about the safety of players and to his pockets. And I don't know what way to look on this. To be honest with you, part of me says, "Are we going over the top?" And part of me says, "Well, there are people dying, so I don't know anymore." We've been brainwashed, I think, by the governments as well.
Well, The worst part, I think, Claude, is the media in both of our countries is so irresponsible, and they're just going to hype on things, and you're not going to get people just sensibly. All right, listen. Here's what's going on. Here's, the study is in. The scientists have looked at the data on this thing. We don't have a cure or a vaccine yet, but the death rate is so low. It's way lower than SARS, and there was this big SARS panic way back, and it wasn't that long ago. Why'd you? I understand.
I've been watching your videos, and your streets are more empty than ours.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's changed, which you will see in my week 6, 7 video, is during the day, even though everything's closed, there's about a bazillion cars going everywhere. I don't know where they're going. Every fast food joint, the line is into the street. Americans are back to being their same disgusting selves. During the day, at night, it's like a vampire/zombie movie still. And you can't get stuff in the grocery stores, which just makes me so angry. And you can't go in any stores without a mask either. So it's,
Have you got one of these? Have you got one of these?
One of those.
Have you got one of these?
Yes. I have disposable one, and I just keep using it. I don't care. I just don't care. To me, it's like
you can only use it once. You can only use it once, mate.
I know, but guess what? I'm using it anytime, just spraying it with disinfectant and going out again. And to me, it's like a Halloween costume. I'm doing it because I can't get in the stores without it. I'm not infecting anybody. But yeah.
Over there, but they're not that strict over here. Over there, if you haven't got a mask, they won't let you in the store.
No, they won't let you in. I was hoping
they're not that bothered over here on that. See, so they're more stricter over in the States.
I'm in New York. New York is kind of the epicenter of the Corona thing here in the United States. New York is like the worst hit because we don't give a F attitude. But I was like literally the last person not wearing a mask in stores. And all of a sudden,
your mate, look, Stan's on there, says he uses Nivea. What's this all about?
Nivea? Isn't that a hand cream?
No, mate, Stan the man, he said he's using Nivea now.
He's telling Melina, hi Melina, hi Stan. What does that? I don't even know what language these people are speaking. What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. Nivea is what's Miss Melina saying? Come on, Zane, with the shit. Oh, thank you. Yes. Well, good old Zane. He's a lovely guy. And we read he's well informed on this thing. He seems to be well informed, and it's a pleasure to read his messages out. Where is it? Stand the man. You don't look 51. No, he doesn't look 51, does he?
Who are you guys talking about?
Stan the man, Stan the man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't. Claude, you're getting distracted by the super chat again. I understand lovely Miss Melina is on there right now, but we were talking football. Come on. Turn around. Look at me.
It's our duty to do that, Glenn.
What was that?
It's our duty. It's our duty to read these chats out.
Oh, okay.
Someone else. Look, I think I have met Glenn in the States. Love to all in the chat room. Medley fake chat.
Oh boy!
Have you met this Medley? Have you met her?
I remember every beautiful woman I met in my life, and she is beautiful, but I don't think I've met her. I don't know. I met a lot of people when I was doing different jobs.
Well, he's got to say that because his wife is just behind him.
Oh, no, that's not true. Look, this woman is very lovely, and if I would cheat on my wife, may God give me a stroke. Oh God! Give me a break, Claude.
What else is there? There's anyone else on this? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I think the most important thing is the German league coming back tomorrow. Is that we see how many casualties there is after it. If there's any casualties through it, and whether they come unscathed, if there's people getting infected through it.
You know, I mean, you read
And,
that.
and if it's nice and it goes well, then the Premier League can go ahead without no problem. You know
That's
what I'm saying? So it's
that
a very good indicator to us. And
that
it'll be
is
interesting to see how it goes tomorrow. I can't wait to see a little bit of football at last. God, Jesus.
that is the thing I am hoping for most tomorrow. I'm super excited about football, but there's so many people, so many new friends I have made in the UK who are really worried about coming back in June. And I think these Germans have it nailed down. I saw the Bundesliga statement. No one's going to mess up any, pregame stuff or tests or anything. My mom's from Germany. Okay. So I know those Germans, they are very good at recovering from this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So will the games be on over there?
Yeah,
tomorrow?
absolutely. My DVR is taping every single game. I cannot wait. I'm going to watch as much as I can live. I'll listen to you guys talking during the Dortmund Schalke game. What is that on Hotwire? Is that what it's called?
But hot mic. But then we can
Hot
if
mic.
you want, we'll get an after match reaction from you after if you're about.
Well, I'll be about.
That's not if you've been sent shopping or I don't know if you get.
Well, you're always winding me up, man. I don't even know what to say. I can't defend myself because I know, if we
are the queues at McDonald's still long or
yes, I just told you that. You're not listening to me, Claude.
I saw you in that queue on the video, and you was getting a bit frustrated
because the guy in front of me ordered $50 worth of food. I don't know how many pounds that is, but it's a lot here. 50. Give me a break. $50 worth of food.
You might have a big family, Kat. You might have a big family.
Okay. Did you just call me Ken? Where is Ken? Where is Kenny Ken? You're friends with Kenny Ken. The last thing I saw a tweet from him today where he said he's worried about football coming back in the Premier League because he thinks the players without a crowd are only going to half try. And I wanted to say something, but I didn't.
No, I don't think Kenny would have said that. Sure, not Kenny.
It was a tweet. He said the players will not be as inspired with no crowds there. I know it was Kenny Ken. I know it was. Where has he been? Is he okay? Where's he been?
He's the one who wants it back. He wants to want it back. I'm surprised.
All right, maybe I made a mistake. All right, perhaps I made a mistake.
When I see him.
Perhaps
it might be Kenny though.
And please ask him.
It might have been Red Ken. It might have been Red Ken.
That's right. It could have been him. Yeah, that might have. It's easy to confuse me. So, yeah, Kenny, if that wasn't you. Does he not do shows anymore? Because I curse too much? Because I cannot curse.
He was on the other night with us. Didn't you watch it? Or don't you watch my shows anymore? Don't you give you half an hour to watch me anymore? Jesus Christ, I'll have to have a word. Get on here. I'll have a word.
Claude, if I want
it's like you might as well put Prisoner 101 up there or something.
Claude, if I want to be nagged, all I have to do is walk up the steps, and there's a hairy Puerto Rican woman up there that'll do just what you're doing too. So, and I'm sorry to say that, but my whole family has gone in the shitter since this virus. I think my daughter's worn the same sweatpants for 3 straight days. Did you ever see the missing link chart with how humans evolved? That's what my family looks like right now. Hunched over, hairy. That's my family. We're all missing links right now. The only reason I tidied up for you, Claude, I was like, I was a mess. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know what to say, Glenn. I don't know what to say. I keep calling you Ken, man. Don't I?
That's quite all right.
No. It's people are going in the comments. Prayers to my father. Thank you, Melina. But the big prayers we need to do tonight is for Kenny Sampson. Kenny Sampson is the man that needs all our prayers tonight, and well, I can't say what a great player he was for the football club. Captained Arsenal, brilliant footballer, and I'm just praying that things are okay with him. And I hope he gets help with his drinking problem as well. God knows, I think this bullshit drives everyone to drink. It's driven me to drink a bit as well. This bloody carry on.
Oh, hey, yeah, I'm not going to cast any stones in my glass house. I have never smoked so much pot in my entire life. Oh my God!
It's like we're prisoners now. We're being imprisoned.
It was.
I think you even got more. I mean, I never lived in the war, but I'm sure people in the war got more freedom than this.
I wouldn't know, man. All I know is this is making me crazy. So are you guys? It was 77 degrees here, which I think in Celsius is 35. It was beautiful.
No. 77 would be about 25.
Oh, 25.
It's
okay.
Not that warm. Not that hot.
I missed that day in school when we were doing the metric system, but it was a beautiful day out, and the difference. Are you guys still allowed only one walk a day?
Yes. This one walk a day, and if they don't, the police tell you to get indoors.
And how about shops? Are they starting to open again?
There are certain shops. He's relaxed it a bit. Apparently, there are certain shops now. What he's saying is that people that in need of getting to work, and they can get to work, they can go. It's very sketchy what he's saying, because there are certain shops. The restaurants, of course, are still shut. Takeaway is open if you want takeaway. But I noticed a few hardware shops are open, which I was a bit surprised this morning.
Well, didn't they say they're loosening things up a little bit in the UK as far as this goes?
Yeah, they're loosening up. They're saying if you can get into work. The only problem with that is that all the trains are starting to crowd again. And
my God!
What will happen if it starts rising again? Then we'll be back to what we was before.
The trains are getting crowded again, and you guys don't wear masks when you're out.
Well, You're told if you're going on transport now, you have to wear a mask. You're going on transport.
Oh, okay, all right. At least.
But then again, you're seeing lots of people just sitting in groups in the park. So I don't know. It's a mystery. I think a lot of people are just ignoring it, to be honest with you.
Well, like I told. Oh, did you cough? Do I need to put my mask on? Like I told you, Claude, don't so much.
I don't think this cough can carry. It won't carry 3,000 miles, mate. Don't worry.
I was in a shop yesterday on a long queue, and someone off in the distance let out the loudest sneeze, and while all the heads turned like. I thought it was the most hysterical thing I ever heard. And I'm laughing in the middle of this line while everybody's like, oh my God, where did that sneeze come from? Don't look at the numbers of deaths. Look behind those numbers of who is dying, Claude, because we definitely have a high at risk percentage of people, which is 50 and over with an underlying illness. Just try not to be like, oh my God, 20 people died today. That could happen, God forbid, if a nursing home got hit, which is, the most high risk of all places. So again, you made me talk serious, and I hate that.
All right, someone told me I missed a super chat here. Sorry. Glenn, will you? Oh, here it is. Oh, bloody! I don't know how I missed it, because we're yapping too much and we're missing. I'm getting told off by management here.
All right, who's what? All right, you know what? The message is probably saying, "Shut the fuck up, Glenn."
Let me have a look here.
You do that.
I can't see this super chat. What? Oh yeah, it's Glenn. Will you?
Go ahead. It won't hurt my feelings. I know when I talk too much, people
Will
say.
you get tired to visit New York? He says. I don't think anyone wants to.
Claude, I didn't fully hear it. You didn't. I didn't hear you when you read it back. I didn't hear it. I heard Glenn New York. I didn't hear anything else.
Yeah, so I don't know where this chat's gone. I'm missing, but it's come on the top of the screen. Will you get Ty to visit New York? I don't think Ty hasn't even got a passport, Zane, unfortunately. So no, I'm afraid that's out of the question. I don't know if what other chat I've missed here. Apparently I've missed two, but I can't see the other chat. Anyway, I do apologise if I have missed anything else. I can't see it on here. I think something internet, because I can't. Apparently I'm missing super chats. We've seen that chat. We've already done that one. If players don't want to play, that's fine. It should be paid. We can still, that thing comes, it might not come. Yeah, we've done that one.
Yeah, I have no problem if a player doesn't want to play, but I hope that somebody informs them of the actual statistics of this virus. And even if you hear all the statistics and you still don't want to play, hey, France quit in April. They gave up in April. You could go play over there in League 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm still. That's in my week 7, 6, and 7 videos. I could not believe that France canceled their seasons towards the end of April when they were.
Yeah, well, they have, haven't they? Because obviously,
and I think it was a rash decision. Italy's coming back now too. And Italy, how hard were they hit by this corona thing? Geez, you listen to the media, you would think that 3/4 of the country was dying. And Italian football is coming back. And because they have an older population there, that's why it hit so hard. And they're still coming back. But meanwhile, France just quits in April. And I'm just talking about the PM, because I know that a lot of fans in France are pissed off. And I know that a lot of teams are going to court because of that decision. I'm just knocking the French PM, nobody else.
Yeah, well, I don't understand. But the French, they've cancelled the season, so they go on their positions now anyway.
Yeah, good.
I can see if something goes wrong in the German league tomorrow, I actually can see them cancelling the Premier League as well. I really can.
If something went wrong in the Bundesliga tomorrow, I would be the first to say, "Oh my God, I was wrong." Something happened, but Claude, it's not going to happen. Okay. This isn't some thing that's going to make a player drop dead in the middle of a game. And, and they are very strict about the testing and the players and where they go before, during, and after the game. They're going to pull it off. And you're going to see by tomorrow at this time, half the people talking like that are going to be saying, you know what, this could work with the Premier League back on the 12th or the 19th. I know, and I'm going to be so happy because I've been banging I never deleted so many tweets in my life that I have the past few days, because I've been so upset with people not understanding the statistics of corona. And I don't lose my temper easily, except with my family. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Yes, if something happens, Claude, of course, but nothing's going to happen. Okay. I could walk out of my house tonight and get hit by lightning. Nothing's going to happen, which actually wouldn't be that bad if I were hit by lightning.
Oh, don't be like that. Do you know tomorrow would have been the last game of the season? We would have been playing Watford tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
it would have been the last game of the season. So now, I don't know how they're going to do this now. When the fixtures come back, I suppose they'll have to go in the order that
but maybe they'll do like a Christmas quick schedule. You know what I mean? Because the players are going to, need to rest. Then there'll be a quick transfer thing where it's going to be mostly swap deals because nobody has any money. And they're going to do it, Claude, and we're all going to be happy. And you know what? I watched a couple of those games. I was saying this earlier, but we changed the subject. I watched a couple of those Bundesliga games before the big virus outbreak, where they just decided that they were going to keep the crowds out of the stadiums and still play. And it was odd. But it was like my and everybody's going to look at it differently, but my senses felt heightened. I heard all these sounds that I never heard except watching a Sunday game in the park. And it was really cool. And it was two teams I did not give a crap about. And I was totally into it because I'm hearing the people yelling on the sidelines. I'm hearing the 20 people in the stands clapping. I'm hearing the coaches yell out stuff. I'm hearing every kick of the ball, every yell by a player. It was freaking cool. I'm not saying I want it that way totally, but I'm looking forward to it because it's a totally different experience. That's the way I'm looking at it for tomorrow. And I think a lot of people are going to feel that way too.
Diesel, if you're in the chat and there's abuse going on to certain people, can we dismiss them out of the chat, please? If you're on the chat. And Terry, if you're in the chat there, can you please get these people out? I'm not having this abuse of people that are regulars on here.
I don't, Claude. I don't care if people are angry at me.
No, not you. They're angry at. They're talking rubbish about other people in the chat, and I'm not having that. I'm not having that abuse. At the end of the day, we're here. I don't want people on my channel that are going to give abuse to other people. So if you're in the chat, Diesel, when you see these people are doing that, can you please just get them out? I don't want them on there.
How come Diesel doesn't come on with me anymore?
Yeah, well, Diesel can come on. Diesel, come on for 5 minutes. Can you come on?
He's probably flirting with some of the girls in the chat. Leave him alone.
Come on, Diesel. You've got the link there. Come on, talk to Glenn.
What? Come and talk to Glenn.
Before the alarm goes off. The alarm is going off soon.
It's not going off.
The alarm goes off, that's it. It's gone.
She's not going to bug me for at least 11 more minutes. At least. Don't make Diesel come on. I would love to talk to Diesel.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's probably notching another one on his bedpost at the moment.
Well, that's not helping him if he's doing it in the chat room and you're saying that, Claude. Don't throw cold water on him.
Anyway, it's welcome to come on. And
can I ask you a football question, Claude?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Far away.
Are you hoping that Arsenal renews Ceballos' loan deal? That happens?
Yeah, I think he's a good player. I think he's a top player. I'd love him to stay. But if the player's not committed and he doesn't want to be here, it's no good keeping a player that's not committed. If he doesn't feel,
I agree with you there.
If he's homesick and he wants to go back to Madrid
and sit on the bench,
we could say. Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable playing under Arteta. I'm getting a bit pissed off with this. Arteta, all this. I had a big row with Robbie the other day. Actually, I'll tell you about it on the show. Diesel has lost going on. It's Terry. I think Terry's coming in. All right, Terry.
Hey,
Sorry, Terry. I can't see this. Terry, we're just having a debate about this football coming back in Germany tomorrow. It's a good start, and Glenn was putting a few points there. He doesn't feel. He feels maybe we're going a bit over the top because what that board he showed us tonight, Ben. He showed us the board that was 0.2%.
The only problem I've got with that is, I don't know if you watched the show the other night, Glenn, is that with the Premiership, there's been numbers bouncing about that there'd be roughly about 300 people at a game. That's cameramen, physios, directors, managers, players, ambulance people. Do you know what I mean? So that's 300 people at a game. So if you've got 10 games, that's 3,000 people that needs to be tested.
Okay, and all right, so this is just a matter of whether you believe that testing these people before they go in is good enough. I do. I believe testing them, they have the tests. They're going to give it to everybody involved. And I'm comfortable with that. But I understand if you are not. That's, I don't know where we can go from there.
No. I understand that they should be tested, rightly so. But at the moment, over in England, we haven't got enough tests to go around to everybody. So the point is, for me, is that there's, we're talking about at the moment schools going back in the 1st of June, which there's a big debate going on at the moment with teachers and childminders and things like that. They haven't been able to get a test yet. You know what I mean? And they've got to go and put their lives on the line, basically, to look after people's children, to get the economic back up and running for people to get back to work. So why are we worried about football? I'd love football to be back. Don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? I'm missing it terribly. But, we should not be wasting 6,000 tests a week for footballers to go and play matches when we've got people that's putting their lives on the risk for me. That's just my point of view.
Okay, no, I get that. And to me, that's on the owners who are buying these tests so that these games can be played. They should, if I was a billionaire, I would be, okay, I'm paying for 3,000 tests a game. I'm also going to pay for 3,000 tests for the NHS. You know what I mean? That's that to me, that would be fair, because the Premier League coming back has a lot of beneficial properties as far as lifting all our morales, getting more people, back to work, getting in a better mood, a proper frame of mind. So to me, that's an owner thing. If you're paying for 3,000 tests, you better be giving another 3,000 to the NHS.
Yeah, no, that's a nice way of putting it, Glenn, to be honest. Yeah, it is my only other reservation is obviously the test. So basically you go, say you have it Friday night ready for the Saturday game, yeah? Here's the big man. We've got the big man himself, Diesel, too. How are we doing, Diesel? You all right?
Boom! Glenn, listen, man, listen. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I'm on, right, is because you're on. Right? You're a legend. You know what I'm saying? Right, I'm here. I've got 3.
Oh, forget anyone else, Glenn.
I got 3 birds in my bed, right? Yeah. All right. All of them. Right? Because Claude stand me up like a kit, man. Hang on, darling. Wait.
I told him he was throwing cold water on you, Diesel. I told him he was throwing cold water on you.
Yeah. Glenn said, could you swap one for his missus?
All these girls, right? Just my luck, right? All 3 of these girls, right, are all Arsenal fans. Well, right? They all know Claude. And they said, you can't leave Claude in the lurch. You got to go on the stream. I was like, all right, girls, give me 10 minutes.
Glenn, what Glenn will do, he'll throw you his missus, and you throw him one back. Yeah.
I don't know if Diesel could handle my missus. We had a date night last Friday. Okay, she has not shaved in 6 weeks. And she's like, she told me, I hope you don't mind my legs. And I said, I hope you don't mind if I keep my blue jeans on. It was just awful. So that was our date night, laying in bed, social distancing between me and her hairy legs. Oh, my.
Did I see something about Kenny here? Kenny Sampson?
Yeah, someone just saying we're praying for him. Yeah, so
yeah, terrible.
Sad news tonight. This is very sad. I mean, I hope everything is going to be okay, but our prayers go out to Kenny tonight. Wonderful footballer.
Class player.
I don't know what to say.
Are you looking forward to the German football being back, Glenn?
Oh, absolutely. I was telling Claude earlier, when there's no Premier League football on, if Dortmund's on, I watch the game. They're a fun team. And I love watching Sancho. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Dortmund Schalke. And I'm looking forward to you guys doing commentary. It'd be like you're invisible ghosts inside my house. Where is it going to be again? Hot what? I'm an old man.
You know. I'm not going to be rude on it.
Well done, mate. Well done for the shout out. That's brilliant, mate. Everyone, go download Hot Mic from Apple Play Store and Google Play Store, and put our code in CBS 301. That will sign you up. It's all free. Sign you up to our channel. on Hot Mic. And then tomorrow, when we go live watching the game, you'll be able to sync your app with the TV and listen to our voices, and especially Claude's voice, instead of boring old Michael Owen and Steve McManaman.
Yeah, exactly. And we might even get an after match reaction from Glenn.
Oh, I would love it. If you guys invite me, I'm still there.
If he's not, unless he's pushing a shopping trolley around.
No, because no.
Anyway, we might.
No. I did a million freaking things today so that I could have tomorrow to watch football all day and night. Said no, Claude. There's not going to be any whipping.
Hey, Glenn, listen, mate, right? You know you never need an invitation from us. You know that. But listen, I do want to say one thing to the guys in the chat as well. Listen, right? Melina, yeah, is a great mod, right? I mean, the majority of the other channel streams that she's in, I mean, the majority of the chat rooms, that Mehdi, whoever he or she was chatting absolute rubbish, right? Melina is a massive, massive supporter of ours, and vice versa, right? Anyone picks on her, they pick on us. It's as simple as that, right? We're all one team here, one team, right? So please leave her alone, right? She's a top girl. And Melina, I checked out your channel, very good. Did you boys know she plays the piano, right? She's quality, right?
Really?
Heal the World, Michael Jackson. Watch that. She smashed it.
That needs to go in the link, Claude, Terry.
Right. I didn't even know. I didn't know she had a channel. I'll have to have a look at that.
Miss Melina.
We'll have to get her to do a theme tune for us.
Exactly. Miss Melina.
Yeah. We'll have to get her to do a theme tune.
Brilliant. Jibs, hope you're, all you guys, hope you're well. Yeah, I think we did miss a couple of super chats. Did we get them in the end? I think we did, didn't we?
I don't know. I can't remember. If we didn't, Zane, very sorry, but
no, I went through the whole chat, and I couldn't say.
And again, if Zane or whoever else wants to give a super chat, right? It's not forced, right? No one's pressured to do it. If you want to do it, much appreciated. But please, guys, don't get on Zane or anyone else's back because they've done it. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, come on. We're all free to do what we want here.
It just sounds like there were quite a few trolls in the chat. This Zane guy is top class. Zane, I hope you're still there because you're friggin' awesome, dude. And I hope that, idiots in the chat do not, it's the effing internet. Try not to curse as much, Claude, so that Kenny.
What is that video, that channel she's got? What's it called?
Miss Melina. She's a very good baker as well. She knows her way around, saying knows her way around the kitchen. That sounds really sexist, doesn't it? But she made this cake, right? I'm sure it was Oreos and everything on it.
I watched that bloody Goldbridge doing his cookery thing today. Enough's enough with cookery. Have you seen that? Cooking with Goldbridge. Jesus Christ.
I rather have these people cooking shit than talking silly transfers that are not going to happen.
He's telling us how to make fish and chips. I mean,
come on, Sammy. My guy, Sammy. Go on.
Mad Max says she needs to go on X Factor.
Why didn't you guys come on here?
There we go. Oh, no.
Didn't I call you? Why'd you wait so long to come on? All right, listen, guys, if you're doing stop laughing at me. If you guys do, if you guys
you know what that's that? Do you know when the rugby league finishes? It sounds like that. You know when they do
when you kick the last ball, yeah.
Sounds like that. It goes off. That's the final whistle. I think you've been called. You're calling.
If
Can you tell her there's extra time?
Injury time. Does she do injury time?
Yeah.
If she
keeps it on.
I realized you guys would get hysterical laughs and probably hundreds more views if my wife came here and dragged me out. But I'm not going to give that to you. I'm not going to give that to you. Where that door opens. See that door over there?
Watching a game.
No. What? She's not
watching the game. Listen, wait. Before you go, you're watching the game, right? And what do you call it? Aubameyang will be through on goal, and that buzzer will go, and you'll miss the goal.
Well, thank you, Insatiable. I am not staying on a second longer because you guys will die laughing when that door opens and she bursts in here. So take it easy. And I'm gonna, if you guys do a post match,
I really want to see that to you, lads. I really.
I know you want to see it, Diesel. I know you want to see it. So if you guys do a post match thing, I'm in. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Glenn.
Take it easy.
Tomorrow, mate.
Cheers, Glenn.
Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he? He is brilliant.
I really want to see her, though. I really want to see her. I want to. Do you know what I mean?
Right on the hour that buzzer goes, isn't it?
Do you know what, right?
I know if that was me, mate. If that was me, if I was still married, that buzzer go, that fucking thing would go out the window, mate.
Yeah, he's changed it though, Claude, didn't he? Because before he had like an Alien X-Files type.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was good. He's good. He is.
Oh, that's it. Well, let's
Claude,
up a few more.
When are you lads going to visit the Canadian Gooners?
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to come to Canada, mate.
As soon as we can jump on a plane.
Yeah.
Lucky to get on a plane at the moment. Yeah, check out the quiz, the Minster Arsenal podcast, where Lee Gunner was done on the line again. Wow, couldn't believe it. Not Lee Gunner, Lee Judge was done on the line once again. Check that out. But I mean, I wasn't part of it because I was in the background. But they don't. That was a very hard quiz, by the way. I think some of them questions. Actually, I'm gonna dispute that. Ryan, I'm going to dispute one of the questions where you said that it's the first. What was significant about the Arsenal Man United 2005 Cup final, and you said it's the first one to go on penalties. And my answer on that question was that it's the first game where a team has won the FA Cup without having a shot on target in 90 minutes. So I'm not sure whether I got the right answer or you've got the right answer, but check it out again. Anyway, we're going to say these people in the chat, there's not everyone in the chat. Don't forget tomorrow, Terry. Let everyone know about tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we've got a live watch along with the Dortmund game against Schalke. If you go and we will be live on YouTube and all, but if you go and download the Hot Mic app from Apple Play and Google Play Store, download the app. It's all sign up free. It's all free. Put our code in CBS 301. You'll be able to sync your phone via the app through the TV, and you'll be able to listen to Claude and the Bansta's commentary instead of boring old Mike and Owen and Steve McManaman. So do yourself a favour, go and download it. There's a load of other stuff on there and all. And obviously with the Arsenal games in future, you'll be able to listen to our commentary instead of Sky or BT's. So yeah, go and download it. And please, whatever you do, if you can't contribute in Super Chats, the way you can contribute is by liking and sharing on YouTube and on Hot Mic, please.
Cheers. Well,
we've got what 70 odd people watching. We've got 39 likes. Come on, guys, you know what to do.
It's late at night as well. It's late at night. Yeah. Come on, push it up to at least 50. Come on, everyone.
Mikey Smith, Molina, Zidane, Seamus, Insatiable, Jibs. Come now.
Thank you very much, Molina. Thank you for
you know, Claude, you know what would do it? What I believe would make all these guys in the chat room hit that like button is if you do the Obama Blood Clot Yang, because they love that.
What's that again?
I'm a Blood Clot Yang. Go on, Claude. You know you wanna.
Obama who? Obama what? Obama Blood Clot Yang.
Oh, come on, lads. That's worth a like. Come on, guys.
Come on. That is
right.
I think we might change that for your thing when we end the broadcast, you know?
Hey?
I think we might have to use that one for when we end the broadcast instead of it's time.
We'll end it like this tonight. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Hope to see you over the weekend. It's time to go!
Cheers, guys.